What's up, guys? Cody here with Don in the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. We're here with weekly episode number 3. We got some exciting topics to get into today, ranging from soccer, women's basketball. Don's going to talk a little bit of wrestling, so no point wasting any more time. Let's get right into it.
All right. Let me turn the stopwatch on. We have to stick to the time this time.
Yeah, all right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes a topic, 5 topics. Let's go.
Okay, have you heard the rumors about L.A. Knight? Yeah.
No. Is this your big news? Oh, yeah. Let me know.
Let me talk to you. Apparently, he's very unhappy with how he's being treated.
No surprise there,
especially those last 2 matches. And he's thinking about asking for his release and going to WWE or AEW, where he would be treated like the champion that he is.
Yeah, that would be he'd have some good matchups there.
Now, the story is that he was told, just a story, but I got it from a pretty reliable source. He was told that in SummerSlam he's going to beat Logan Paul for the United States title.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, no thanks, that's beneath me.
That's still just like a glorified mid-card. With his caliber, then he holds the U.S. Championship for so long, doesn't have the chance to move up, then it's another year passes until he's in the main event picture. It's like, they just need to insert him right into the main event picture.
So, Triple H responded and said if he wants to talk about being released, my door is open. He said the only reason why he's gotten as far as he is because the fans demanded it, but his popularity is going down. Well, of course it's going down. You made him lose, and you've had him less time on TV. And furthermore,
well, he had his King of the Ring match wasn't even on televised match. It was just a house show.
And Triple H said, apparently, that he is nothing more than a mid-card performer. And I'm going, oh, and then he's not championship. And I go, okay, so Damian Priest is champion.
Yeah.
Finn Balor was champion. What about The Miz? He was champion twice. These guys are championship material? Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Triple H, shame on you. Let's go to AEW where everybody says L.A. Knight. Yeah.
All right. Moving on next to some women's basketball. We're talking about Caitlin Clark here. WNBA season started last week. It's got the most hype it's had, I think, in its 27-year tenure so far with the
27-year tenure of losing $12 million a year. Go ahead.
They got their charter flights this year. A big rookie class with Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and then headlined obviously by Caitlin Clark. I'm here to talk. Is the hype real? The Indiana Fever started 0-4. They played two of the top teams, Connecticut and New York, the Liberty. Last year they had 13-27 record. They were the third worst team in the league, which is why they got the number 1 draft pick. A lot of people talking, is she good? Will her college game transition? She's averaging 17 points, 5.5 assists. She's shooting 34% from the 3, 41% field goal. Those are all decent numbers. Like I said, they have played 2 of the best teams so far, and she's getting sponsorship deals all over the place. The comparisons, they're real, but, any big star coming out of college struggled going into the league. Michael Jordan didn't win a championship for a while. LeBron didn't win a championship for a while.
It's all hype until they perform.
Yeah, there's a big learning curve, but I think the hype is there. I think she's going to be a stud. I think she's going to continue to rock it. It's going to be a slow season so far. They've got a lot of building on that team, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the WNBA. You got a lot of great teams there. The LA team is looking better. Las Vegas is great. Las Vegas is producing some good teams. With the hockey, they're becoming a real sports town. So we'll see what's going to happen in the next couple games. I'll be following our season closely, so we might have some updates later on in the year. But Don, go.
All right. So my next topic will be AEW. I've got to say I'm a little bit disappointed. We're coming up to the Double or Nothing pay-per-view.
Also in Las Vegas. Sorry, just had to add that in there.
They put on fantastic pay-per-views. There's two people that I think should be there that are not. One is Anna Jay.
Yep.
She's on TV all the time, and I would think...
She's a workhorse.
Yeah, and she's not just a jobber.
Yeah.
And she's taken on the top-notch people. I think that she deserves to be in some of these pay-per-views.
Could be a next potential opponent for Toni Storm.
Well, yeah, I saw her last week. She barely got beat by Serena Deeb. It was a close match.
And she's contending for the championship this week.
She's fighting for the championship. Yeah. So, and the other one, can someone please tell me? Please. Please.
Oh, we've been waiting weeks to add this guy into our podcast.
Where on these pay-per-views is Penta Zero? This guy is so good. He's so entertaining. He's not on TV a lot, but he's also he's in AEW. He's in New Japan, and he travels.
That is a cool thing about AEW. They are able to bounce around and perform for different promotions.
Let's get this guy in here. Just the style this guy has, and a little swagger when he walks around, kind of like Ric Flair, and right. But he's always got the hands up with. Just like that.
And he's great in the ring, too. He's a high flyer. He's got some strong moves. He's a good guy. He's a good fighter.
He's pretty agile for a guy his size. Because he's a big guy.
Yeah. Not that typical luchador body that they typically have. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I would like you, Tony Khan, to, please put these two in the next pay-per-view. Not PLE.
PLE is WWE. Pay-per-view is... You're still buying those.
Go.
All right. So we'll move into Soccer World. Premier League just ended last week. Man City obviously took the title. And a thrilling last week. It came down to the last week. It could have been Arsenal or Man City. Man City had to lose. West Ham couldn't hold them off. So they ended up winning the league 4 years in a row. But I'm here to talk about my Premier League team, Chelsea FC, who just mutually departed with their coach, Mauricio Pochettino. He was there for just a year. They had Thomas Tuchel before, but they're just cycling through coaches. It's one of those things where, the great debate, how long do you give a coach to develop a team, to, create a system, to create a culture in order to win? But a lot of, this team, ever since their new ownership change from Abramovich, it's just it's win or nothing. And you got to take time. They're signing all these big players, tons of money flowing out of the club, but there's no chemistry. And these coaches come in. He's a good coach. He's really known for developing his young players, but it just didn't seem like the right fit. And I think they made a mistake firing Tuchel. I think he was awesome, but. They finished 6th in the league, 63 points, almost 30 points off the top team, Man City. The bright season, they had Cole Palmer, who they signed last minute, who actually ended up having a stellar year. But they just look stale. They look stale, and they've looked stale for 5 or 6 years now, and they just keep cycling through coaches. They had Frank Lampard. They had their backup coach for a bit. And it's frustrating as a fan to follow a team when there's no chances being given and just no time to let them develop. So I'll be following them closely next year. You can stay tuned for some updates, but yeah, see what happens.
All right, the final topic, we're going to be talking about, wouldn't you love to be a sports fan right now in the state of Texas?
Oh yeah, especially Dallas. Dallas is rocking it right now.
Well, mostly, but if you look at the...
What do you mean mostly? They've got the Stars in the conference finals. They've got the Mavericks in the conference finals. They had the Rangers win the...
They don't play out of Dallas.
They're based out of Dallas, no?
No.
Where are they based out of?
I think it's Arlington.
Basically Dallas. That's where the Cowboys play from.
Which is not in Dallas. It's a bit of a
That's like saying the Giants are from Jersey because they play in MetLife.
They might as well be in Jersey. But, they took the World Series. Excuse me. They have a chance for the NBA championship. They think they have a chance for the Stanley Cup. So, it would be great to be a sports fan there right now, understanding that even with the NFL, there's high expectations for the Texans, and there's the same expectations as always for the Cowboys. Make the playoffs, choke, go home and whine about it.
Yeah, so I have a trivia note here for you. When do you think the last time Dallas Cowboys made the NFC Championship?
Made the championship?
Not the Super Bowl, but the NFC Championship.
93, 94. No,
Close.
sorry, 96.
95. It was probably the 95 season, so it would have been technically 96.
Because they played Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl and beat them that year.
Yeah. So 95 was the last time they won a conference championship. Even made it to the conference championship. They haven't made it past the second round in almost 30 years.
I know.
And
I blame that all on Dak Prescott. Not this guy.
He couldn't do it either. Romo couldn't do it either.
Well, he didn't have the team that Dak Prescott had either.
No, it's kind of like the NFL version of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh.
Literally.
That's it. We're at time.
Wouldn't you like to be a sports fan in Texas? Like I said, Astros do well. Houston Rockets were good for a while. They suck right now. But most of the teams, they're doing well. We'll see what's going to happen in the final round there.
Well, if you look at that state compared to other states, it's not even close.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, we flew through that. That was crazy. Another week in sports. We covered a decent range of topics there for you guys. It's kind of just what we're interested in, what we're following. It's kind of a weird time right now. The playoffs are kind of dwindling. We're still in the thick of it, but in the coming months we'll be down to baseball, golf, and actually no, we've got a packed summer with the Olympics. We might do some touch on the Olympics a little bit. We've got the Euro Championship for soccer, and we've got the Copa America as well. So
yes, I am quite interested in the women's beach volleyball this year. I think that'll be very exciting.
There's some. Next time we'll ask Don if he can name us 2 women's volleyball players on the teams there.
Oh, now I got to do research.
There's nothing wrong with the research.
That was like homework.
Once again, guys, thanks for joining us. These are always a blast for us to do. I think these are becoming my favorite weekly podcasts to do. These ones they're fun to see what we kind of come up with, what kind of topics we're both interested in. The format's awesome. So thanks again for watching. If you liked us, smash that like button. Leave us a comment below if there's any topics you want us to touch on. If there's anything you're interested in listening about, we're happy to look into it. To give us our thoughts. We're following most sports all the time. Subscribe us if you can. That'd be great. And turn those notifications on. We've got some exciting videos coming this week. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Later.